Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, we are going to do a random ranking, and this random ranking will be Criterion themed because of the Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion titles thing happening right now, that sale. So basically celebrating that. And the way we're going to rank these is going to be based off of the cover art. So what we're going to do is go to my Criterion collection over here to the right of me, pick out 3 titles at random, and then rank those movies again based off of the cover art. So let's get to picking some movies. 1, 2, and what do we got here? 3. All right. Yes and yes. Hey, this is fun. Okay. All of these are newer additions to my collection. Okay, starting off with Hollywood Shuffle. This is a Robert Townsend movie. I grew up watching Meteor Man, the Meteor Man. With him, that's a depiction of him right there. And I loved that movie, and when I saw that one of his other films was being added to the Criterion collection, I had to pick it up. So this was actually purchased during this current sale that's going on at Barnes & Noble. But I still have not watched it yet, but I do love this cover art. That was another one of the appeals to me because it is illustrated imagery. We have images of Townsend here, but I'm guessing other characters. And I know this movie is about trying to get movies made and trying to be included in movies, but having a tough time doing that. So when we look at the back here, these look like movie posters. So it is sort of giving us a story in this image about what the film is about, which is nice. And I don't think it's too like on the nose or anything. Looks like maybe they are standing here waiting to audition for a film. And yeah, I don't know. I like that. There's a narrative here. We can see sort of what's going on, what the movie is about. And yeah, that appeals to me. The illustration quality really appeals to me. I love that imagery that we have there. Okay, next is, and this is one that I picked up at a resale shop recently that I heard about from gosh, mine's going blank. Vin and Alex, sorry, Vin from Hard Copy Blues and Alex from Cinema Inspired. I was reading the comment section and they were talking about this movie and I was like, you know what, I'm going to look into that one. And I found it at my resale shop. So, yeah, this cover right here, I'm kind of digging this. It looks like we have 2 to 3 different images happening here that are overlapped on top of each other. We have this man here, then we have the silhouetted man sort of in the cowboy hat, and then this background. Now the background could also be where he exists, but it's a little ambiguous because of the silhouetted figure. That makes things makes space a little bit difficult to understand. So it's possible this guy right here is included in the background, but it's clear that this guy is not. But I like that he breaks up the space in a way that makes me question whether or not the background, whether or not this figure here is a part of the background. I really like that. I think that's cool. He just really disrupts the space a lot, and I think that's kind of neat. So I like that one. Plus, look at that. The guy has a mustache. Next, we have The Great Escape. Literally, the video before this one was me unboxing this. My buddy Brian and Coco, Brian Goes Blue and Coco 2 sent this to me. This was a part of their collection. They picked up the 4K and they were offloading some other titles where they had doubles, duplicates, and Brian sent me this. It was very nice, very kind. And yeah, what appeals to me here again is the illustrated image and the material handling here on McQueen's face. That forehead, all those textures that are happening, all those marks to show his wrinkles, the grimace in his expression. Look at his hairline. He's got an amazing hairline as opposed to mine. Very thin. Look at that. And I like that the background here, while there is some texture in this area, most of this is very flat, so you have a nice contrast there, and it places emphasis on McQueen, which is pretty cool. It makes sure that, you know, he is who we are looking at. The text, also, I don't think I talked about the text in the other ones. The text here is flat, and I like that it has the barbed wire on it. This text right here looks like it has some strike through going through it. Do you see that? It has some line in the middle there. And this one I'm not that into. I mean, it matches the style because it like looks like the Hollywood sign and everything, but just that gradient, I don't know. That part's not that interesting. But I do like that Robert Townsend's on top. That's pretty cool. Okay, so how are we going to rank these? I actually like all of these. I think all of these are good. And normally when photograph is used, I'm not into it, but I really like the way the silhouetted man breaks up the space there. I think that looks really cool and disrupts this man's belonging in the background. But what do I want to do here? Okay. Trying to think. What should be number one? Trying to think if I want Robert Townsend or The Great Escape. I think I really love those posters in the back. Right here, it says Black Acting School, and it has some little tabs that you can pull. Man. This is tough. Okay, I think I'm gonna go... Come on, this is very hard. I cannot... Let me look at him up here. Okay. Okay. You know, up here, looking at it from this point of view, I think The Great Escape does catch my eye more, using McQueen as a central figure. But I do like the way that Townsend here, so we have all these characters, but Townsend's sitting just a little bit off to the side, adding interest to him, right? He's not in the geometric center, where if we make our X right here, I mean, this is our center right here, but he's smack dab in the center. It's very clear we're supposed to be looking at him, where here we have to do a little bit more heavy lifting, which I think is nice to make viewers do. Plus he's wearing that green, which makes him stand out among the other people. Okay, you know what? I think I just convinced myself that I like the heavy lifting, the little bit more work that we have to do over here to find our lead. So I think I might go Hollywood Shuffle. But if I'm looking at the text, though, I don't really care for the font, the text, the way that it's gradient. This is tough. But I really love this one. Like, I think this is great. The way that silhouette breaks up the space. I don't know. I still think this one is more striking to me. Even though I think I like this composition more, and the work that a viewer has to put into it, and everything that it tells us is really good. Like the way Townsend is just a little bit further off, the way he's wearing the green. They're in line, being shuffled around, movie to movie, trying to get apart. And then we have those posters back there. All that is good and not as obvious. This one's a little bit more obvious, but I don't know, I just find it really eye-catching. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. You know what? All three of these are great. The only thing I have against this, I guess, is that a photograph was used, but I still think it's great design. I like it. I like the way that silhouette works. Okay, so I'm gonna go The Great Escape, then Hollywood Shuffle, and I do not feel comfortable with that. On another day, it could be the other way around. And then The American Friend at the end. But I really do like all of these. So my question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? Because I have not seen any of them yet. And what do you think of the cover art? Do you like it? I'm curious. How would you rank it? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.